seeing you here. Myself, the coffee whisperer, does get a little bit bored at times, but I know I can always count on you coming back. I thought me and Henry here could try and help you relax tonight. That's if you want us to. I know. Henry, yeah, my little wooden friend, isn't actually finished yet. I haven't, to be honest, had the time. But Henry has said that a couple of people who have left messages on our channel have actually said, would I do some random facts off the internet about cars, sports cars and supercars? Well, I think we can do that. So, the first fuel injectors of a Dodge's Challenger SRT Hellcat could drain an Olympic-sized pool in 361 days. Now, each of its 8 injectors can flow, wait for it, 600 cubic centimeters per minute, for a total of 4,800 cc. An Olympic pool is approximately 2,500,000,000 cc's. Some simple arithmetic would actually give us a total of 8,680.5 hours, or, as I said before, 361 days for the engine to drain that amount of fuel. Now that's some drinking, even for an engine. The Bugatti Veyron, the Black Bess Legends Edition. Due to the heat generated by its massive 16-cylinder quad turbo engine, the Bugatti Veyrons have 12 radiators. in such a way that it will cool the engine down. Now, engines with a single radiator require it to be around about the size of a pool table in order to create a sleek. Smaller radiators are used in areas of high pressure to keep the beasts from a meltdown. A McLaren F1. In the early 1990s, the McLaren was developing the transmission and brakes for the upcoming F1 car. They used a 454 cubic inch or a 7.4 litre Chevrolet big block V8 to ensure the components could handle the power of the BMW sourced V12. Lamborghini 350 GT. Now, Lamborghini started a successful tractor and farm implement business after World War II. Gifted with mechanical expertise, he disassembled his Ferrari to investigate why the clutch repeatedly failed. He improved the design and created an enemy out of Enzo Ferrari. The rest, as we know, is history. A Buick GNX. The fastest American car in 1987 was the 245 horsepower turbocharged Buick GNX. Now this was based on the Regal Grand National. It was so much quicker than the Corvette. Chevrolet was not amused and the GNX was cancelled, with over 547 cars produced. The first production of the Dodge Viper actually had no windows or exterior door handles, and didn't even have any anti-lock brakes. Corvette. 1953 Corvette and 1954 were powered by the ancient Sol block inline cylinder engine. It was, by all accounts, a sales and performance failure until the V8 arrived in 1955. was the most expensive supercar ever sold. Last year, a pristine example of one was sold for $52 million to an unidentified buyer. $52 million. Lamborghini Gallardo and Audi's R8 are actually cousins. They share the same chassis and interior layout. The differences are mostly cosmetic. About some normal facts now. Did you know a flock of crows is known as a murder? The average woman uses her height in lipstick every 5 years. "29th of May is officially Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. If you lift a kangaroo's tail up, then the kangaroo cannot jump off the ground. Male goats actually urinate on their own heads, as this smells better to the female goats. The person who invented the frisbee was cremated and made into frisbees after he died. Now that's a strange thing. I wonder what would even go through you to do something like that. During your lifetime, you will produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Polar bears can eat as many as 86 penguins in a single sitting. 86 penguins in a single sitting. King Henry VIII slept with a gigantic axe besides him in bed. Bikinis and tampons were invented by men. An eagle, a fully grown eagle, can actually swoop down, kill and fly away with a young deer. little bit. A sports car. A sports car is determined by sports cars are stylish two-seaters that are fun to drive and built for speed. For a sports car, being able to go fast is more important than carrying lots of people or luggage. As early as 1910, car makers realised that while some people just wanted a reliable car, others wanted speed. By the late 1920s, sports cars began to look different from other cars being produced. With bigger, more powerful engines, under long hoods, the driver sat near the rear wheels rather than towards the front. As in early vehicles, good weight distribution like this allowed the car to be more stable in motion, especially when turning corners at high speeds. Modern sports cars may have their engine in front, middle or the rear, but they all guarantee fast, exciting driving. Top fuel dragsters accelerate at up to 5G from standing start. The nitrous octane injectors produce 6,000 brake horsepower. The fastest time for removing a car's engine and replacing it is 42 seconds, which was done on a Ford Escort on the 21st of November 1985. A car's airbag moves up to 4,500 miles per hour within a second when triggered, with a force of 200 G is generated. They are designed to explode at an impact speed of 19 miles per hour. The bag inflates within 40 milliseconds of the crash. Formula One Ferrari team is unique in the fact that it produces both classes of engines for its cars. Ferrari makes a maximum of 14 cars every day. 107 models of the Ford GT40 made, of which only 7 were road legal cars. The world's longest traffic hold-up was 110 miles long between Paris and Lyon on the French autoroute in 1980. A more recent contender for the title was a 100-mile long traffic jam near Hamburg in Germany, which was in 1993. The first known automobile was built in 1668. It was a 2-foot long, steam-powered model constructed by Ferdinand Verbiest, a Belgian Jewish priest. Luxembourg has the most crowded roads in Europe, with 570 cars per 1,000 people. The first car race ever seen in the United States was held in Chicago in 1895. The track actually ran from Chicago to Everstone. The winner was J. Frank Dury, whose average speed was 71.5 miles an hour. In 1924, a Ford automobile would cost you around about $265. The first auto insurance policy was purchased in Westfield, MA in 1879.